My dear friends, if you think getting rich after 40 is impossible, stop right here and listen carefully. At this age, you don't lack time, you have experience, wisdom, and clarity that money cannot buy. You've made mistakes, faced losses, and learned hard lessons that younger people haven't even imagined yet. After 40, you stop running blindly and start moving with purpose. This is the age where patience beats speed, strategy beats luck, and discipline beats motivation. Many successful people build wealth only after 40 because they finally understood how life, money, and focus truly work. Your journey hasn't failed, it has prepared you. This is not the end. This is the beginning of smarter success. Getting rich after 40 is not a dream, it is a decision. By this age, you know what doesn't work. You have seen failures up close. You understand people better than before. You are no longer confused by shortcuts. You value stability over noise. Your mindset is sharper now. Your focus is stronger than your youth. You don't need speed, you need direction. This is where real wealth begins. At 40, you stop wasting energy on wrong goals. You learn to say no without guilt. You choose quality over quantity. Your time becomes more valuable than money. You plan instead of reacting. You invest with wisdom, not emotions. You understand patience pays compound interest. You stop copying others blindly. You build systems, not fantasies. This maturity creates wealth. Most people fail early to succeed later. Your past mistakes were expensive lessons. Those lessons now protect your future. You know risk without fear. You calculate before you act. You don't gamble, you strategies. You understand effort must be consistent. You know motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays when motivation leaves. That discipline builds riches. After 40, clarity replaces confusion. You know your strengths clearly. You accept your weaknesses honestly. You stop competing with everyone. You focus on your own lane. You master one skill deeply. You leverage experience over hype. You create value before expecting money. People trust experienced minds. Trust brings opportunity. Money follows problem solvers. At 40, you've seen real problems. You understand pain points deeply. You can offer real solutions. Your solutions carry wisdom. Wisdom increases your worth. Your network is stronger now. Relationships open closed doors. Reputation becomes your currency. Currency creates wealth. Youth has energy, but age has control. You don't burn out easily anymore. You pace yourself wisely. You focus on long-term wins. You avoid emotional decisions. You stay calm under pressure. You understand slow growth lasts longer. Fast money disappears quickly. Smart money stays and multiplies. You choose smart money after 40. Excuses sound louder than before, but discipline speaks even louder. You wake up with purpose. You work even without applause. You stay consistent on bad days. You trust the process fully. You don't quit when bored. You don't quit when tired. You quit only when finished. That mindset builds riches. Comparison loses its power after 40. You stop racing against others. You race against yesterday's self. You track progress, not opinions. You grow silently. You build privately. You let results speak later. You understand success is personal. Your timeline is your own. That peace attracts success. Wealth after 40 is intentional. Every move has meaning. Every habit has direction. You read more than you speak. You listen more than you argue. You learn daily, even slowly. You apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is useless. Action creates income. Income creates freedom. Getting rich after 40 is powerful because it is built with wisdom. It is protected by discipline. It is guided by clarity. It is sustained by patience. It is earned, not borrowed, chaotic. It is stable, not temporary. This wealth lasts generations. And it starts now. After 40, your vision becomes clearer. You see beyond short-term pleasure. You understand delayed gratification. You no longer chase validation. You chase meaningful progress. You build for legacy. You think in decades, not days. You plan with intention. You execute with patience. That vision creates wealth. Life teaches hard lessons before rewards. You paid the price early. Now you collect wisdom. Wisdom guides smart decisions. Smart decisions reduce losses. Reduced losses increase growth. Growth builds confidence. Confidence attracts opportunities. Opportunities increase income. Income builds wealth. At this age, you know yourself. You know what drains you. You know what energizes you. You align work with strength. You stop forcing wrong paths. You choose sustainable effort. You protect your energy. Energy fuels consistency. Consistency builds results. Results build wealth. Getting rich is not rushing. It is repeating the right actions. You now respect routines. You respect habits. You respect process. You show up daily. You don't wait for mood. You work regardless of feeling. You trust repetition. Repetition compounds success. Experience saves you time. You avoid beginner mistakes. You recognize bad deals early. You read people accurately. You spot manipulation quickly. You negotiate with confidence. You protect your interests. Protection preserves capital. Preserved capital grows faster. Growth creates wealth. After 40, ego becomes optional. Learning becomes essential. You listen more carefully. You accept correction gracefully. You learn from younger minds. You learn from older wisdom. You stay teachable. Teachable minds evolve. Evolving minds earn more. More earning builds riches. You stop blaming circumstances. You accept responsibility fully. Ownership changes everything. You fix what you control. You ignore what you can't. You act instead of complain. Action builds momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence attracts results. Results bring wealth. Money respects discipline. Discipline respects routine. Routine respects consistency. Consistency respects patience. Patience respects vision. Vision respects purpose. Purpose fuels effort. Effort creates value. Value attracts money. Money follows structure. At 40, fear feels different. You fear wasting time. You fear staying stuck. That fear pushes growth. You take calculated risks. You step outside comfort. You trust your judgment. You move with courage. Courage opens doors. Doors lead to wealth. Your network is richer now. You've met many people. You've built credibility. People respect your journey. Trust becomes leverage. Legacy multiplies effort. Effort brings opportunity. Opportunity increases income. Income builds assets. Assets create freedom. After 40, you value focus. You remove distractions. You reduce unnecessary noise. You simplify your goals. You prioritize essentials. You execute deeply. Depth beats scattered effort. Depth builds mastery. Mastery increases income. Income builds wealth. You understand failure differently now. Failure is feedback. Feedback improves strategy. Improved strategy reduces risk. Reduced risk protects growth. Growth builds stability. Stability builds confidence. Confidence fuels ambition. Ambition drives action. Action builds riches. Getting rich is becoming valuable. Value comes from skill. Skill comes from practice. Practice comes from discipline. Discipline comes from clarity. Clarity comes from experience. Experience comes with age. Age becomes advantage. Advantage creates income. Income creates wealth. You stop reacting emotionally. You respond logically. Logic protects money. Money needs protection. Protection allows growth. Growth needs time. Time needs patience. Patience builds stability. Stability creates peace. Peace supports success. After 40, success feels quieter. No need to show off. No need to prove anything. You build silently. You invest patiently. You grow steadily. You avoid flashy moves. You choose solid foundations. Foundations last longer. Longevity equals wealth. You now understand opportunity cost. Every choice matters. Every yes has a price. Every no has value. You choose wisely. You protect your schedule. You respect your time. Time multiplies effort. Effort builds results. Results create wealth. At this age, habits matter more. Small actions compound daily. Daily effort beats talent. Talent without discipline fades. Discipline without excuses wins. You build winning habits. You repeat them daily. Daily repetition compounds. Compounding creates growth. Growth builds riches. You stop chasing trends. You build fundamentals. Trends fade quickly. Fundamentals stay strong. You focus on cash flow. You focus on assets. You focus on ownership. Ownership builds leverage. A leverage multiplies income. Income creates wealth. After 40, patience improves. You don't rush decisions. You wait for clarity. You trust timing. You avoid desperation. Desperation destroys judgment. Calm protects strategy. Strategy improves outcomes. Outcomes create success. Success builds wealth. You know, money is a tool, not a status symbol. You use it wisely. You reinvest intelligently. You avoid emotional spending. You track expenses carefully. Awareness increases control. Control increases savings. Savings become investments. Investments create freedom. Your mindset shifts after 40. You think ownership, not salary. You think systems, not effort. You think leverage, not hours. You build income streams. You reduce dependency. You increase options. Options reduce stress. Less stress improves focus. Focus builds wealth. Experience sharpens intuition. You sense good opportunities. You sense bad deals. You trust inner signals. You verify with logic. Logic confirms intuition. That balance protects money. Protection allows growth. Growth compounds steadily. Steady growth builds riches. After 40, mistakes cost less because you make fewer. You test before scaling. You analyze before acting. You learn before investing. Preparation reduces loss. Reduced loss increases confidence. Confidence fuels action. Action produces results. Results create wealth. Stop explaining your goals. You start executing quietly. Silence protects focus. Focus improves output. Output creates progress. Progress builds momentum. Momentum attracts opportunity. Opportunity increases income. Income builds assets. Assets build freedom. Getting rich after 40 is powerful. It is built with intention. It is built with patience. It is built with discipline. It is built with wisdom. It is built with experience. It avoids childish mistakes. It values sustainability, grows steadily. It lasts long. You no longer fear slow growth. You fear wrong direction. Direction matters more than speed. Correct direction compounds. Compounding creates exponential growth. You stay the course. You trust your plan. You refine as needed. You move forward consistently. Consistency builds wealth. After 40, self-control improves. You delay gratification easily. You resist distractions. You stay disciplined. Discipline protects goals. Goals guide action. Action creates progress. Progress builds confidence. Confidence fuels persistence. Persistence builds riches. You realize wealth is internal first. Mindset comes before money. Clarity comes before action. Discipline comes before results. Patience comes before reward. You build from inside. Inside strength reflects outside success. Success attracts resources. Resources create opportunity. Opportunity builds wealth. At this stage, you trust yourself. You don't seek approval. You seek results. You follow proven principles. You ignore noisy opinions. You stay grounded. Grounded minds grow steadily. Steady growth compounds. Compounding builds assets. Assets create freedom. Getting rich after 40 is real. It is achievable. It is practical. It is sustainable. It is earned honestly. It is protected wisely. It is grown patiently. It is enjoyed peacefully. It is shared responsibly. And it starts with belief. After 40, clarity becomes your compass. You know where you are going. You know what to ignore. You stop chasing empty success. You build meaningful goals. Goals guide daily action. Daily action builds progress. Progress builds confidence. Confidence attracts opportunity. Opportunity builds wealth. You understand time differently now. You respect every hour. You plan your days wisely. You eliminate waste. You focus on high-value tasks. High-value work pays more. Better pay allows saving. Saving enables investing. Investing grows assets. Assets create freedom. Experience teaches emotional control. You don't panic in losses. You don't celebrate too early. You stay balanced. Balance protects decisions. Decisions shape outcomes. Outcomes shape income. Income shapes lifestyle. Lifestyle reflects discipline. Discipline builds wealth. After 40, learning never stops. You study money carefully. You study people deeply. You study systems patiently. Knowledge sharpens judgment. Judgment reduces mistakes. Fewer mistakes save money. Save money compounds. Compounding builds security. Security creates peace. You realize money loves structure. You create routines. You set clear systems. You track progress. Tracking increases awareness. Awareness improves control. Control increases consistency. Consistency improves results. Results increase income. Income builds wealth. You stop fearing judgment. You start valuing results. Results don't need explanation. They speak clearly. Clear results attract trust. Trust builds partnerships. Partnerships expand reach. Reach increases opportunities. Opportunities increase earnings. Earnings create riches. After 40, patience becomes strength. You wait for the right moment. You don't force outcomes. You align with timing. Timing improves success rate. Higher success reduces stress. Less stress improves focus. Focus improves execution. Execution builds results. Results build wealth. You now choose progress over perfection. You act before everything feels ready. Action teaches faster. Learning accelerates growth. Growth improves confidence. Confidence improves decisions. Better decisions protect money. Protected money grows. Growth compounds steadily. Compounding creates wealth. After 40, you think gene rationally. You plan beyond yourself. You build assets with purpose. You teach financial discipline. You create stability. Stability builds trust. Trust strengthens legacy. Legacy outlives income. Income supports legacy. Legacy defines true wealth. Getting rich after 40 is wisdom in action. It is calm and intentional. It is patient and disciplined. It is strategic and focused. It avoids unnecessary risk. It values long-term growth. It creates peace, not pressure. It builds freedom, not fear. It lasts beyond trends. This is your time. Getting rich after 40 is not about proving anything to the world. It's about proving something to yourself. You are no longer late. You are perfectly timed. Every lesson you learned, every mistake you survived, and every delay you faced has shaped you for this moment. Move forward with clarity, act with discipline, and stay patient with the process. Wealth built with wisdom lasts longer and feels lighter. This is not a second chance. This is your real chance.